Well, welcome. Welcome to San Luis Obispo County. A little bit about our county, and I will tell a story about Ty as we move on. We're a large county in terms of geography, just under 4,000 square miles, about 35,000 students, 10 comprehensive school districts, 3 charters, quite a few private and parochial schools in the county, but it's just a beautiful venue. And it's fitting that we're talking about technology and the challenges of technology today, and where do we go in innovation, because if you go back and you roll the clock back, and I'll name a year there, Barb. So if you go back to 1985-86, my first year as a teacher, I'm running a Corvus computer lab with Apple IIs. And attending a Q conference. And Q, by the way, started in 1978, so yes, it was going on back then in the early 80s, except it was a very different organization than it is today. And what I learned in those early years is that if you can engage and reach out to students, engage them, and empower them to take responsibility for their own learning, they will have success. And I found it somewhat serendipitous that as Ty was speaking earlier today, he was one of those young men in school who did have challenges. The traditional system did not work for him, and shame on us. Shame on the leaders for not stepping in and forcing ourselves to engage with our students. But I will tell a little story about him where I brought in Auto Shopper magazines, and we looked up things. Well, he learned his percentages and worked on that when he could look and research the sports car he wanted to purchase, when he became engaged. And we need to do that, and that's where I see technology coming in. Several of the things that you see in our county, you will see we did move forward with a new tech high in Nipomo and AG. And the large, it was the Auto Shopper right there. Wasn't that it, Ty, with the Corvette or something that you said you were going to buy? Yeah, things change, priorities change. Lighting that flame and finding that peace, that is our challenge as organizational leaders. And the challenge that I see before us is, as our demographic is shifting, just because we have newer teachers coming in, they may or may not be tech savvy beyond using their Facebook accounts or their iPhone. How do they engage their students in using technology? New Tech High is a perfect example in this county. You see students giving presentations, working to speak publicly, and engaging with their peers. These are the students that go off and become the leaders in our community. And that's what we look at. I feel very blessed that we were awarded the SLOPE grant, the San Luis Obispo Partners in Education, part of the Perkins grant, to engage in career technical ed for about $6 million for our county to move forward. Some of the things that you will see that we've done in our county to promote, and I like to say that I'm the convener. I bring these together. I say yes to my teachers and my staff. They know far more than I know regarding technology, but I know I have to engage them, just as we have to convince our teachers and our faculty and staff to engage the students, because they know far more than we do about things. We have to get rid of being the sage on the stage and move into engaging with our students and our learning community. So this happened at Central Coast Summit in Templeton, and you'll see a little clip with your host here on that. We had over 260 attendees to this conference, where we gathered together on the weekend, where educators gave up their time, and they were not given stipends for this. They didn't get a percentage extra on their contract. They showed up to learn. We had a large portion of faculty from this county and then throughout the state. The focus of this was the Google Apps for Education, and it was very exciting, and you'll see some clips on that in a few minutes. Some of the things that we're moving forward in our county, again, engaging the local faculty, the local staff, and the local business partners. Google Connects, EdTech Connects, and our Google Apps for Education, these are platforms that we're expanding, and I'll talk a little bit about those as you see the visuals that are coming up. Also, as educational leaders, we have to model the use of social media for our districts, for our faculty, for our staff. Now, as county superintendent, I'm pushing that to my district superintendents. I can't tell them what to do, despite the fact that Barb thinks she can tell the rest of the superintendents what to do. It doesn't really work. They might listen to us, but we can encourage. So I'm demonstrating the use of social media. My Twitter account, our county-wide Facebook account, and our YouTube clip. We're also fortunate in this county to have 2 television channel stations that we manage. And retooling that to engage the local community in technology, to feature students, to feature faculty and staff and community members, I found a very successful tool to engage our public in what we do in education. And Barb is absolutely right. We're looking at less than 30% of the voting populace having students in our school system. If we don't engage them, we can become irrelevant. And we don't want to do it. We need to maintain relevancy. So I want to move right here, and I believe that the visuals speak a little louder than words, so this is going to roll. And this is part of our television station right here, and they produce these video clips not only for our district, for our county, but for each school district throughout the county. And this was from the Symposium. It comes up, so we have visual information and a little bit about where we've been. So again, this was the summit at Templeton High School, engaging our local community, putting it out in the public.
Anything
teacher comment.
with Google before, and over the last 2 days, I feel like I'm actually getting it. But there's just so much more out there. I want to do so much more. This is so cool. I'm loving it.
I'm finding that it's not so much about the cool tools that they have as much as whether this allows the students to learn better.
I'm just learning a lot of new tricks and ways to be more creative with the style of teaching that I'm doing. And it's really exciting.
It's been a great summit so far. Really excited about hearing about schools that are becoming future ready. Great timing for CMR. We're in the process right now of working with a well-rounded stakeholder committee group to make some plans for the future. We're going to be able to apply a lot of what we've learned here today and take it back and have a really great impact on students.
Several of those teachers you saw on the slides there at the tail end of their career, volunteering to come in on the weekend and learn about technology to further engage their students. We have to light the fire under those teachers. We need to rely on our veterans because they model for our new teachers that are coming in. We also have to light the fire under our new teachers who know that it's a seller's market right now, and we need them in essence more than they need us because we don't have people to fill the jobs. Some of the things that are coming up, EdTech Connects is going to feature all types of software. Our Google Camp, which is going to expand the next steps and where are we going with the county. Again, engaging all of the school districts in this. And it's going to be hosted again at San Luis Obispo High, not at the County Office of Education. Several of our partners here and things that we have planned in this county, again, engaging partners throughout in our districts. I found the key to engage each of our school districts and get buy-in, they show up. The EdTech support team is our SLO County Office of Education going out, basically sort of the geek squad that moves out into the field. Tracy is one of our coordinators. She does a Google Apps for Education, where she teaches classes right in the room. This is a teacher in one of the local districts mentoring another. So we're modeling the mentoring of teacher to teacher, and then it's being taken to district to district. We've scheduled for the entire Paso Robles High School District coming up, where we're going to them again, mentoring and doing the Google Apps for Education Summit. There's a camp scheduled later this year in October. We've been trying to consolidate. I'll never try to get calendars consolidated, but at least we got one staff development day for the bulk of our county. And again, we're trying to capitalize on each other's resources and share. This is our evening. We have the portal that goes on. We also do a tech at night, or tech after dark, tech talks that we handle. And now that you can actually serve, we have wine also in this county. It's not just Napa. And you can serve and have it make it an adult evening for individuals to encourage them to a professional development opportunity. Our EdTech talks have been very, very popular. We podcast those, put them on our television station, make them available for faculty and staff that are not able to attend. They're bi-monthly presentations, various topics, and then we upload them to our YouTube channel, and they're sitting there waiting for people to look at if they weren't able to attend. And so you can see a little of her doing that. And then finally we have Guru coming up, and we're hosting that in the fall. Oh, we lost his little voice there. He talks a little bit about that. He'll do a presentation in our boardroom and then go out to the schools and the districts that are interested. So I look at our county office as the convener. How can we bring all of these forces together and share the best practices and resources? And how can I push my superintendents or encourage them to participate in interactive learning and technology? Also, we have a collaborative of 15 counties where we're doing California streaming, and we're hosting that through our television station and through our portal that we use for all of our districts. All of the schools, our public schools as well as our private and parochial schools have access to this. Anyone with an education interest can do that. So there you go. Thank you.